Good morning, everybody. Let's have a look at Bitcoin, and I'm going to make an altcoin video later on Jasmine. It seemed to be the more popular of the requests on the comments yesterday. But yeah, again, if there's any altcoins that you want me to look at particularly that you think has got a good setup, then let me know. Otherwise, you can join the Patreon. We're doing a live stream tonight. We can look at as many altcoins as we've got time for there. So right, let's have a look at Bitcoin. So yesterday we pulled back as expected, exactly as expected I should say, to the 10 exponential where we bounced. This morning we've wicked down below it, but we're still trying to bounce, yet being below the trend line. So I can imagine there's probably a lot of people out there crapping their pants, you know. Oh my god, it's failed. Bitcoin's coming down. What we're going to do is... So on the 4 hourly, it's hit the 50 exponential and the 50 simple. It's all part of a golden cross retest. Golden cross over here, retest on exponential simples here, and exponential here. So it doesn't mean that it has to hold here. It could come down all the way down below 64,000. However, at the moment, it is above here, and it is also above the 10 exponential. So in all fairness, I'm kind of looking for it to continue. Remember, we've got the trend signal that was generated. That's still in play, and as far as the cheeky span is concerned, it'll be in place so long as we remain above 65,350. As long as we close above there tonight, that's fine. The trend signal is still in play. And again, the trend signal of the weekly was generated yesterday as well. So we've got a lot of bullish bias and momentum to carry us on further. It does, to me, look like that's what it wants to do. Now, it's worth recognising that this pullback yesterday, as well as it being expected, it was also a stock scenario. So stocks pulled back a little bit yesterday. Again, only a little bit. It's not massive, but it did pull back. The correlation is still there. This is the futures market. We can see that the pullback on US 500, so the S&P basically, came down to the 10 exponential, and we're sort of dripping down there again today. We're sort of bleeding a little bit down there today in the context of a bullish trend, I should add. So we're still bullish on this chart. We're still bullish on Bitcoin's chart. There's not been any flip take place here. Everything still continues to look good. Now we go to the total 2. So the total 2 yesterday hit the 200 simple moving average. The reason I'm talking like this is because these things are expected. These things are anticipated. These things have been spoken about. Now these things have happened. So these things don't take me by surprise. So it's funny when I go on, Twitter in the morning, or Telegram, not so much Telegram, but just generally get the vibe of what's going on with people, and they're all over the place. Whereas, for myself, and I guess those of you that watch my channel regularly, there is a plan in play here. The plan is still absolutely in play. We're looking for breakouts. We're waiting for breakouts. Breakouts are not just anticipated, but they're kind of expected over a longer period of time. So it's all of this is just like nothing really. And to get rejected on a 200 simple moving average on this chart, it's perfectly acceptable, perfectly normal. It's the first time we've tested it since the death cross took place, and so yeah, fine. But look where we got supported on today, the 10 exponential. So basically, nothing has changed. Everything's exactly the same. So if we pull back a little bit further on this today, just like we were saying yesterday, first moving average is this. Second, you could probably say, is the 200 exponential, 929 billion. 21's just below that, then the centre of the Bollinger Band isn't there, then we've got this horizontal, which is 900 billion. This is all what we said yesterday. So seeing it happen in front of our face, not a surprise. In fact, it was exactly what we were saying was likely to happen yesterday. So, again, it's just nice to see, because that's what we thought was going to happen. Now what's going to happen, I imagine, is we're going to sort of hash out this area a little bit. Maybe we go up, maybe we go down. I have no particular bias as to what it's going to do today. I think a lot of it might be hanging in the balance of stocks, really, which currently are sort of going down. So I would imagine that we do come down a little bit if that's how stocks pre-market is going to be, which might mean that we test lower on Bitcoin, 65,500-ish kind of area, maybe this sort of box. Again, no massive particular bias as to what it's going to do today. I think looking at stocks, I imagine we come down before we go back up. But again, it's still just a single day in the giant projection of a bigger, broader, more significant breakout, not just for Bitcoin, but for all the altcoins. So, I mean, that's basically it. If anything, today would be a day to focus on areas of support if you're looking to buy dips. And again, you know, a dip has already happened for Bitcoin, so this could be the area where you're longing or buying the dip. Remember, the general expectation is that we will break out of here from the total 2 and the total 3 and others, meaning that we're going to see much higher prices over the coming months, over the next 12 months. So really, you know, buying into a resistance is not great, but you are sort of also buying into a support as well. And depending on your time projection, you know, everything should work out fine. As far as the overall analysis is concerned, which has not changed since last December. So it's all exactly as predicted, all exactly as I imagined it would be. It's just one single day, and there's still about 350 days left of this bull market, as far as I can tell. So just, you know, don't flap around. It's just a nothing situation. It's just, like I say, exactly as expected. Right, so I'm going to leave it with you there, and I'm going to make a video on Jasmy, which I'll release around midday, because the algorithm hates me putting 2 videos out at the same time. And again, if there's videos you want me to make on altcoins, let me know in the comments. Whoever writes the most, whichever coin gets the most, well, comments, I suppose, I'll make a video on that. Other than that, though, things look okay to me. Probably going to get continuation to the upside this week. If we go down a little further today, it's no big deal. 65,360 is probably where I'd imagine the wick could take us down to on Bitcoin before getting bought back up again. And ending the week a little higher. Higher than this most recent local high. Right, thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.